Patrick, if you could turn your camera on, we'll start teaching people. Okay, first thing that you need to do is think about, they say, point your feet directly forward at shoulder width. Now, what that means, it's the side of your feet. Your feet have a natural curve. So you get the sides of your feet pointing straight ahead, which means that your toes are slightly turned inward. Now, the other thing with that, the reason for this is you will notice when you position your feet this way, your buttocks is open. When your feet are turned out at angles, then it pinches the butt, which means that you're going to obstruct what they call the Wei Lu in the lower in the buttocks. So here you keep your feet, just the sides of the feet are going straight ahead. The other thing is all your joints are slightly bent, just like a little infant when you stand there. Nothing is locked, nothing is straight. Okay. Now the first thing is that I want you to get is you're going to be inhaling and exhaling. And when you inhale, you rise up. Your knees will come up, not to lock position, but up. And then when you exhale, you sink down into your legs. So there's this up and down movement with your legs, up and down. Then what you're going to do is you're going to, now let's talk about your hands. Your hands will move, they're here, but they move out to the sides on the inhale, and then they move down as if they were scooping up water on the exhale. And then you rise up, bringing the back of your right palm up, and then you sit down and exhale as if now your palms are turning out. So it's not like you're pushing out into a wall. Your hands are just tracing it, and you move, and it's like you're sliding your hands down the wall. Okay? So this is the basis of it. The other idea here is keep your tongue up on the roof of your mouth, because that's going to provide saliva to keep your throat moist. The other is to gaze ahead, but use what they call a spatial view, meaning you're not looking at anything and you're not trying to look back into anything. It's just, everything is just spatial. You're just focused right there, right with your eyes, so that you maintain this alertness. Don't close your eyes because then you'll get sleepy. You just up and down doing it. It's 4 parts. So first there's an inhale where the hands go up, over, and out. Then there's the exhale where the hands go down and cross. And then there's an inhale where your arms come up, they're still crossed. And then when you exhale, they separate and the hands come palm facing out and down. Now, Pat, if you want to, you could show them by taking one of the walls and show.
Yes.
This is a good thing for everybody to do, is go up to a blank wall.
Yeah, I have my movable wall here.
Yeah. You're so strong.
Okay,
Get closer.
can everyone
Get closer.
see that okay?
Yeah, get closer to the
Is
wall.
the angle okay?
Yeah, it just
Okay.
Okay. And what you're going to do is, as you'll see him do, he'll go up, out, down. See how the distance is kept, so as if you were right on a wall. You're not going back from it or trying to go through it. It's all just right there in front of you. Okay?
Yeah.
This you're going to use embryonic breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to Patrick, because we just talked about tracing the wall with embryonic breathing. But we're going to add another element so that you can really develop even further. And we're going to do what they call bichi, holding the breath. And why is this important? Because when we do bichi, we are bringing more chi energy to our body. Meaning, let's think about it this way. When we hold the breath, Remember, I don't know if a lot of you did this, but when you were kids, we used to like push our palms into a doorway really hard. And then we'd let go, and the blood and the chi rush back into our arms and they float straight upwards. This is kind of the same idea here. By holding the breath, you concentrate the chi, and then when you let go, it kind of comes rushing into the body. Because the first thing in learning qigong or all these other things I mentioned is chi goes out to the extremities first, the hands and the feet. So standing like this and doing this tracing the wall, you're going to start feeling heat in your feet. And with the you'll start feeling more heat in the hands. Then as gradually as you keep practicing, that heat starts developing more into the trunk of the body. Okay? That's the basic process for it. So I'm going to turn this over as I have said that. I'll let Patrick explain what he's doing.
We'll just do like maybe 6 times going through it, just regular speed. And then we'll do a version where I'll play a audio and we'll just follow along with that, and we'll tell us when to hold the breath and to exhale and hold the breath, and we'll just follow along with that in a second. Let's do the first part of the practice right now. So, and I'll talk for the first couple and then we'll just, go through it. So 1, we're inhaling and rising up. The arms are going out the sides. 2, we're exhaling and they cross. 3, we're rising up. And then 4, they uncross and you sink back to the beginning. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? That's twice. Let's do it again. So I'm just going to say inhales and exhales now as we do it. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right.
Now add the BG part.
Okay. Well, we'll do it. We'll practice it once and then I'll play the thing. Okay. So 1, we're going to inhale. And as you're inhaling, you're going to just, as you feel like your breath has come up and it's full, you're going to hold the breath, and you hold it right here at the end of 1. Okay, and let's just say for 4 heartbeats at first. Then you're going to slowly exhale, and at the end of it, you can hold it for 4 heartbeats. Then you inhale, you're going to hold it. Okay, and then you're going to exhale, and then hold again. Okay, let's just try and go along with that.
1, inhale, and close the breath. 2, exhale. 3, inhale, and close the breath. 4, exhale. 1, inhale, and close the breath. 2, exhale. 3, inhale, and close the breath. 1. Inhale and close the breath. 2. Exhale. 3. Inhale and close the breath. 4. Exhale. Okay, that's good, Pat.
Okay.
There's two ways of, you should do both. You should do one where you're actually just flowing with your breath. The other one is you inhale, you hold your breath, normally for the period of like 4 heartbeats. Gradually, you can build that up, to 9 heartbeats or more. The way I had to learn it was after it took about a year, but then I could do 36 and 54 heartbeats. But that takes time. You don't need to rush to do that. Just doing the exercise, just with breathing, and try to keep it slow, try to keep it smooth, and above all, keep it very relaxed. Try to feel like if you get tension in your legs, let it go. Like when a muscle becomes tense, just let it go, so that you're developing this ability to what they call relax, this sung energy I talked about. And like I said, it's very simple. If you just start doing it, and listen and watch this, a few times, you'll get it. This is not complicated, and and when I think about it, and the way that I've always told about it, it's almost like teaching your whole body to just be like a lung. Everything is inhaling, exhaling. Your body's rising up, it's moving out, it's moving in. Everything is working together, just like your heart when it expands, contracts. But now it's your whole body is this. So, thank you for listening to me.